Oh, internet moving slow as fuck right now. You heard? My man to meme me the hell up. I gotta check out some of these memes. Yo, what's good? Yeah, only been here like 6 minutes. Let's see. My homie sent me some beats though. So this is my homeboy, Kiki Benny.
Kiki Benny.
Yo, my man is the fucking truth with these beats, yo. Yeah. God is good. God is good. God is good. Yo, I can hear that shit in the hook. God is good. God is good. Yo, Juice, what's good, man? Yo, P, what's up? Yeah. And they say God is good, but what if I'm a non-believer, an overachiever? You can't perceive a better consciousness than use logic. I talk, so I don't follow. I think hard, so I don't follow all these ancient scriptures without asking questions like, who the fuck is Jesus? And who the fuck was Moses? And who wrote these poems? And all these crazy stories about a burning bush and talking snakes, that shit seem fake. A million animals on a boat, man, I can't relate. Because it seemed like that shit would really sink. But they say it lasted 40 days and 40 nights. And when they came back, they flew a dove trying to find Christ. And Christ walked in the flesh right beside man. But he had white skin, but he wasn't Egyptian. Man, that shit seems impossible. Once again, none of the shit seems logical. So I can't deal with the fake ass religions telling me the story. It really seems suspicious and I can't believe it. I will not be timid. I'm going to read the scripture for myself and try to end it. Yeah, God is good. Yeah, God is good. Some atheist rap. Yo. Cause I actually read the Bible cover to cover. I never took the word of my own grandmother. saying just believe, you gotta have faith. Once again, all that shit seemed fake. Yo, that beat was crazy. Alright, let me play another one of my homeboy beats.
Kiki Benny.
Cause we came from the dirt roads and them pine cones. I've been thirsty since I was a young Joan, so I had to grind hard. Got up off the porch, then I hit the blocks. It was like a sport. I toss and pack, they toss it back. I seen some fiends, so I sold some crack. My cousin taught me that, how to take a big slab, chop it down to 20s, man, I gotta get a big bag. I really had to grab a hold of the struggle. I molded and shake myself, now I'm a fucking mogul. Man, when the EP dropped, yeah. I got bars, dog. I got bars, dog. It's really hard, dog. This is a hard song. I got bars, dog. I got bars, dog. It's really hard, dog. This is a hard song. Kiki Benny on the beat, man, he the truest. I know this nigga since he was a young and never knew that he would proceed, continue, and grow and prosper. Now he making all these beats like a fucking monster. He's a goddamn giant. He started riots, cause the club can never be too quiet. When that beat start banging, you know it's Kiki Benny, that nigga from the Ville. You never seen too many who do it like he do it, who buzz it like he buzz. And whip the shit, it's like a real drug. You hear it in your ear, you get a mean mug. You get up in the crowd, you start to push and shove. This shit go too crazy. Oh, I lost it. That shit hard though. March around my local area, Killerville, Flowtown, Darlington. Shit can't be scarier, and I'm trying to tell you, bruh, them shits that I've been in, you ain't wanna see them streets. That's where you meet your end, cause nobody's really friends. Everybody frenemies. You really my enemy, still standing next to me. Telling all these lies, fabrications expectedly, that I would believe all the shit that you telling me. I had niggas do me dirty, niggas try to play me over. So my circle got small, I just stayed with my soldiers. We hustled on the block, steady moving all them boulders. A lot of us ain't lasted. The more we got older, just a few of us still left. So we gotta keep it tight. Use all our creativity. We gotta get it right. We got a little light. Gotta make it bigger. Gotta shine bright. Gotta make these figures. Take what you love, turn it to a job. But if you love what you do, you'll never work too hard. Yo, my nigga just keep sending me more beats, yo. He just sent me 2 more beats.
Oh man, when I said levels, man, let me cook. Let me cook, yo.
Let me get a feature of the track.
Let me cook.
Yo, Leeds, what up, bro?
Yo, I put this on my mama. I'm one of the best at the Carolinas, fine cold. Tell that nigga I'm coming. I ain't too far behind him. These bars I'm rhyming so sharp I
Why I did that? Oh,
diamond. It's hard to find another like Kiki niggas is hardly rhyming. A Killerville nigga, but spit like a New Yorker kinda. I paint pictures with lyrics, and that's the art of rhyming. Somebody tell that nigga Wayne and Sean Carter to sign him. I been lab niggas, but now I'm just jogging around them. I ball like Giannis, Bucks on me, won all of the commas. Really a king of oneself, just call me your highness. Been with this heat a long time, but don't call me Adonis. I'm more like Jimmy Butler with a 9 milli clutching. And I will shoot it if you test. Ain't bought this bitch for nothing. But switch the subject. Let's talk about how I'm golden. Been stamped by the niggas before me like Jordan did Kobe. Oh man.
Now these right here, I ain't never heard these right here before. He just literally he just sent me these shits while we sitting here right now.
Kiki
All my shit sound the same, cause I spit real stories. Never did it for the glory. I just write these poems, trying to explore my deep emotions. Cause I sense it, the shit can be poison if you keep it in. So I release that shit through my pen. I grab a pad and then I begin to jot the shit down. I try to write a rhyme, it don't come out right. I try to get my thoughts, but that shit just seems tight. So I gotta loosen up. I roll a Dutch and take it to the head, trying to get all my words together. So yeah, and then I flow like a feather when I get elevated in the zone. Too clever, so I try to reverse this shit. Yeah, come back, kick it with a new bar. Where I'm gonna start at? What's the whole punchline? Where the next bar at? Can I diss a nigga? Show him where the scars at. So I put it together, then I get it up. Yo, head to the lab, then they try to mix it up. Yo, 1 take, 2 takes, damn I'm fucking up. Cause this shit's too deep, man, never get enough. And I got Kiki Benny on the tracks, never bluff. So you know we coming with that hard shit, better duck. And I said it before, the shit sound the same cause it's all too real. Telling stories about the game and I can't complain cause I really did it. And I'm sitting kinda nice, but I'm still trying to pivot to a better position. Man, just listen, I'm trying to keep these lessons. Yeah, a statistician, and it's no pretending. This a real prediction. If you keep on grinding, then you're gonna get it. And if you keep on grinding, then you're gonna spit it. Cause they might sign you if it's really written in blood. Yeah, and show niggas no love unless I knew you from the mud. Cause we came with them gloves and it leave no prints and no evidence. And my name is Prince, so I gotta represent like I'm royalty. And I'm gonna boil thee like a fucking crab in a bucket. And I bring it, yo, right to your fucking section. And I bless you with these weapons. And there's no introspection cause you can understand. Ooh, I tried to murder that fucking beat, boy. Ooh. Corny freestyles on a fucking big ass Wednesday afternoon, hot as hell. It's so hot that the thermometer just stopped. It just went down and can't go down no further. It's like 80 something outside, so it's like 90 something in this bitch. Cause I'm on the 3rd floor, and this way all the heat come up too. It's like a goddamn sauna in this motherfucker, man. I got on the short booty shorts and the tank top. I'm still hot. I do it solo, yeah, on the dolo. MF Doom and Quasimodo. Look in the room, you see some moto, cause I got my goons. We get modo, and we don't play, we slay. Coming through every day, run away, and I kick it real smooth like back in the day when we ride through the hood and when everybody say like, yo, let's go to the park or to the fucking pool, let's make a party start, cause we got a couple girls and I'm really about to spark, and I got a fresh bottle and I'm about to pop the cork. So, man, I got some new supports, and yeah, I smoke a seed till it's short, and I pass it to my man, then we exchange our thoughts while we freestyling in the cypher, man, just like before. And ooh, I gotta eat you more, but you wave a red flag like a fucking matador, and I never miss my target. I'm shooting for the door, cause that shit is really soft, and the bullets come galore, and I try to explore new dimensions, new positions, listen, never get twisted like my locks not dreaded. I give you thoughts, yeah, I'm lightheaded, cause I'm effervescent, smoking on that best shit. I got it in the jar, yeah, don't ever test it. In the name of this shit, it's Lemonade Queen, and I got a bad fiend, and she sucking on me mean, and I really got a lean when I'm puffing on the herb. Never hit the curb, cause I never ever swerve. Been doing it since a young boy, so know I went more pro. And you really know I got the bars, let it go, and I really let it show on a Wednesday afternoon. Then I'm, ooh, it's the best in the room. Yo, this beat right here fucking, yo, my man got all kind of vibes, yo. I'm getting caught in my, I ain't gonna lie. I think one of the main reasons I stopped rapping, because I felt like at that time one of my best options was to like move away and go somewhere else and start over, and I just didn't have my homies around me, man. My homies got vibe, nigga. Like I done played my mixtape for you niggas like 1,000 times, but we had vibe, nigga. And like when I left and wasn't around that vibe, I couldn't really make music after that, so I really just focused on the art. But my man's, yo, his beats be just, yo, I'm telling you, bro. Knew this nigga since he was like 14 or 15. Like, you know each other for a long ass time, yo. I think there's another beat here. Yeah, see this twice. I ain't broke since I registered the first time, but now biting got me about to change my mind. I hate choosing between the lesser two evils, but it's simple, we gotta lose the dude, sequel. He can't get a second chance, man, this shit ain't equal. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That shit was the wackest shit I ever heard from a presidential man standing on the podium. Now like, I really look look at Trump and I really look at DeSantis. So what you really want? Cause the Republicans seem to have a better team and they got better ideas and a really clear dream how they want to stabilize the system and take it back from the Democrats who falling off and all they ass is whack cause they doing deals with China and starting wars with Russia. The shit ain't getting over, it's just more pressure. And yo, this nigga's like 80 years old. He can't even think for himself. That's crazy, yo. You need to get him out because if he stepped down, then who's gonna take his fucking spot, man? Kamala Harris, that bitch couldn't run this country. She can barely talk, man. What the fuck you want, G? The first black woman president just because she's the first black woman president. That shit is dumb, like, yo. Really think I might have to vote this time, man. That's how motherfuckers voted. How motherfuckers voted to get Trump out. I think we just gotta vote to get motherfucking Biden out. Whoever you want to vote for, we just gotta get this motherfucker out of there, bro. Goddamn. And it's gonna be either DeSantis or Trump from the Republican Party, and fucking Biden and Clinton. And who else gonna run from the Democrats? That shit gonna look stupid as fuck. It's gonna be a stupid ass election next time, man. Yo, my man's just killing these beats, yo. That shit pulled some fucking little words out of me this afternoon. I sure appreciate it. That felt good. We done had a nice little corny freestyle session in under 30 minutes. Under 30 minutes, we just dropped like an EP real quick. A no hook EP. Yo, Kiki Benny. So appreciate you sharing your craft with me all of the time. I sure appreciate it all the time, man. I love hearing your shit, bro. It just be letting me know, like, my shit don't be sounding good. My shit be okay. It shit be fire, yo. That's the difference. I can do like some okay beats. My man shit just be like, the layers in that shit just be, I was at the studio last Friday. They're all the same, G. They ain't worrying about us. I feel you, bro. I really do think Trump is kind of different. Like, this motherfucker really did. The first couple years, I wasn't on the I hate Trump wagon just because, like, they all the same. They all the same, bro. I don't really pay attention to the president. I pay attention to the wars and where all the money going. But like you say, it don't matter who in office, the wars and the money still gonna be going out. That's how you pay attention, man. Our economy is war based. Motherfucker always starting some wars somewhere. Trump got in there, that nigga say no new wars. That motherfucker ain't starting no new wars. He was slowly pulling troops out of Iraq. This motherfucker gave a fucking tax break. He told Ford, if you build a plant in Mexico, I'm gonna tax the shit out your ass. He gave incentives to other companies to come back to the US. This motherfucker really was trying to do some platinum plan, some type of form of reparations somehow, and was gonna sit down with Ice Cube and talk about some shit. And this motherfucker said he don't even want the salary. He don't owe nobody no favors for nothing. You know, not in the political realm, in the business realm, he don't really owe a lot of people because he come from money. His family was already established before he was here. That motherfucker's family been established for a long time. He just so boisterous that we know about the Trump family because that's him. But like Paris Hilton, that's how you like. But is that the Hilton? Do they represent the whole Hilton family? Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? They big billionaire families who own all kind of shit. Motherfuckers just don't know. Like this whole shit with Bud Light, like the Anheuser-Busch, the motherfuckers who own that shit, like we don't know who these motherfuckers is, but we just know Trump because he's like, and he always like having attention. But at the same time, like politically, this motherfucker don't owe nobody no favors. He said, I don't even want the salary. I'll do this shit for free. This is volunteer work. This motherfucker starts calling out fake news. Like he said some. Now he said a whole bunch of other dumbass shit too, and dumbass tweets and all that shit. And that's what like I was focusing on the dumb shit for a long time. Cause like a lot of the shit he was doing was very subtle, other than the fucking build the wall and trying to protect our borders from illegal immigrants and do something like. And it was like, oh, that's racist and this and that. When you look at this at Mexico's southern border, they got a big ass wall to stop motherfuckers from coming into Mexico. Like countries do that shit. With the Great Wall of China, motherfuckers been doing that shit for 1,000 years. So mark your border, don't come across our fucking wall. I get that shit. Um, I don't know. Like the second year, the second and third year into his presidency, I really just start focusing on his policies and shit. And I don't know. And now, like for his campaigns, now this motherfucker talking about the deep state and all this shit, bro. Like this motherfucker said some shit, yo. DeSantis, this motherfucker said DeSantis is not gonna get it, honestly, because he said something about the Fed, yo. Anybody who says we need to audit the Fed and who really explains to the American public that the Federal Reserve is not a part of our government, like he said that shit, yo. And like motherfuckers who say that shit don't get elected, man. So it's the weirdest thing. None of the motherfuckers I would vote for. Um, Bernie Sanders said it. Um, Ron Paul said it. And that's the last two people in a while. Like out of all the people that I've ever paid attention to, like you don't hear a lot of people talking about the Federal Reserve and how that's really what has the control over our economy. So Trump talking about the deep state and all that shit, that make motherfuckers like that targets, yo. And DeSantis talking about the Federal Reserve, that make that nigga a target. So it's weird. Um, it's pretty interesting the shit that they're saying though. Like motherfuckers don't normally say this shit, and they're Republicans. So, like you say, these motherfuckers all the same to one extent, but who gonna help me less taxes? It is what it is. I know that's right. But DeSantis was like a jock. This motherfucker was a baseball player, and he went to the fucking Navy or some shit like that, I think. So, grab him in the but damn. So DeSantis is a military man, and military people are weird in one way because they're too patriotic, because they really risk their lives for this country, especially if they see active combat and probably like killed people, or unalived people, um, and so they're like extra patriotic. Yeah, I know I felt something. Motherfucker. Bro, I just lost the back to my earring. So it's hard to like really gauge a ex-military man. Like I said, they're so patriotic, but at the same time, like I would prefer a motherfucker who actually been in the military than a career politician who's never been in the military, who's never served, but you want to vote on all these wars and all this shit. Nigga, you ain't never served for this country. Why you get to vote on the wars and who go to war and who we what territories we occupy and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So on that aspect, that's why I really like Tulsi Gabbard when she was trying to run, because she's military. You know what I'm saying? She's young, she's military. She grew up in Hawaii, so it's a kind of a different culture than mainland America. And so I think she would have been a good president. DeSantis, I say he's just a southern boy, born and raised in fucking Florida. Didn't come from a lot of money, like middle class. His family wasn't like rich. Just a regular average like middle class family. Uh, got into Yale, played baseball, fucking went to the military, and he was like in the military up until he was the fucking governor. He was like basically active military until he became the governor of Florida. Now this motherfucker running for president. Like all this shit for him happening fast as shit because this nigga ain't 45 years old yet. So people who come up real quick like that shit seems suspicious too. Like Obama. Obama was young as shit. This motherfucker came out of nowhere seemingly. But once again, that nigga ain't he ain't joined the military and go to the Marines or the Navy or Air Force and none of that shit. But Trump, I really think if Trump get it again, that shit might not work out because they're just gonna be the media is gonna be doubly as aggressive as they were the last time. And they silenced them. They deplatformed a sitting president from social media. Like the it's basically the public town square where everybody should be able to come and voice their opinions and like silence this motherfucker. And so I don't know, man. Like if he gets back in there, this motherfucker just gonna like he's not gonna be able to do right, yo. Whatever he do, motherfucker just gonna criticize that shit and call him whatever this and that. I'm saying that up there slow as shit. Alright, we need to paint a little bit. Let's do a little something. I actually got home kind of late. We did our first afternoon of registration for our summer program. So I was doing that for a minute. So I told myself didn't if I didn't get much painting done this afternoon, I would be cool with that. Why can't I find that fucking clip I saved? Yeah, what the hell that shit at? No, I guess I gotta let's see if I can find this real quick. Yeah, my phone is doing slow as shit. Why can't I find this clip, yo? Anyway. Is this it?
Can Stonyfield Organic Yogurt save the world? That's a lot to ask of yogurt. But if it's a really good yogurt, made with high-quality ingredients and no harmful pesticides, it can absolutely save your day. Stonyfield Organic.
I did a concert in the White House, and after that, me and Donald Trump hung out. I got underground. I got spunk. I'm well known like Donald Trump. Put my cash in my pockets, get Donald Trump. Soon to be paid like Donald Trump. But yo, guess who's the black Trump? You can boom rock and jump to the sounds I pump, but I ain't quitting till I'm shitting on Donald Trump. Got a business mind, so if I lose the funk, I'll still be in the house getting paid like Trump. New Trump, brand new funk, keep a pocket full of California stuff. That 95 shit gon' always funk. The 96 we gon' flip the script and record on some new Trump. Got the room stuck. I smoke and make dope like Trump. Now I ain't talking about no bullshit ass flipping Z's. I'm talking Trump type accent. They coming off a gang. I'm in Trump change. Trump change. Nah, Trump change. Trump change. Trump change. I'm talking down Trump change. I'm talking Steve and I'm talking down. Trump change. I'm just trying to get rich like Trump. And hot soon as Donald Trump rap loads. Niggas always expect to see us two together stable. The best couple they seen since Trump and Harlem Mabel. The new Don Trump is Bill Gates. Not because his occupation, it's cause we respect his cake. Donald Trump, let me in. Your ass over the hump. We trying to get money so we can be living like top. You talk Trump talk, real estate, stocks and bonds. I buy cars with fake cash, have meetings with Donald Trump. Madness at the Harlem Street, so we may be young and young. Donald Trump is y'all. Hearing me, big Trump, dang, big dollars, honey, holler, big bucks, man. Doing it like Donald Trump.
Sherman Cook, I got a hold of my state like Donald Trump. 27 cars in a 12-bedroom house. Now they call me Snoopy Trump. I'm Donald Trump with raccoon hairdo. I'm Donald Trump in a white tee and white lawns. The conversation is money, nigga. You won't say.
I've been fired though. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, them are the fire, yo.
Absurd money, private bird money. That Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Bloomberg money.
Make the block ball. Boys in the hood call me Black Donald Trump.
I'm like Trump, and nigga, credits on the fire at night.
Resurrection of the real, trying to get richer than Trump.
I still does it, dreaming of a Trump budget. Quiet motherfucker, Donald Trump, nigga. Next time you see me, I have money like Donald Trump. Give me fame and fortune, me and Trump on golf courses. Only got a black, say whatever they want. I don't wanna be a dealer, I wanna be a Trump. Donald
Trump, take it down from y'all.
I'm getting to the money, then Donald Trump money. First to the month, Trump to the buyers. Red 2K on the coupe, you been fired.
The fences, but not Trump. I'm the nigga with Glocks and pumps. Split swishers with my thumb. Get money like Donald Trump.
Yo, I'm rolling in the richest. Money by the digits. I got Donald Trump calling me a money wizard.
Got a kilo in the Trump. Richest nigga in my hood. I'm the Donald Trump.
Take over the world when I'm on my Donald Trump shit.
Trump.
We don't stop, my nigga.
Nah.
I'm like Donald Trump.
Meek Millen.
Blow it all, come back, get it again. You feel me?
Lost paper and made it back like Trump being up, down, up. Play with cash.
Good looking rapper, I ain't trying to stunt. I'ma fight in my blunt like Donald Trump.
They fire them shots just like I'm Donald Trump. You can hate, don't front, my nigga. With Donald Trump in the trunk, my nigga.
You ain't gotta get along from Mr. Bill Gates and Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. I made for this month. Donald Trump. I made for this month.
I just Donald Trump, yeah.
My shoelaces is iguana. Trump challenge with Donald.
No Donald Trump, Bill Gates, or Bruce Wayne. The only thing I had to my name was a few dreams.
I'm about to do a song with Bondo. Pockets drunk like I just struck a lottery lotto. I'm shoving money like Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump. Oh, tastes like I'm Trump.
I like fuck with Donald Trump talking about. I like Jake when I'm in hotel.
I'm fucked worse than Donald Trump. Bro, in Mexico, across from a Texaco at McDonald's drunk.
Hey, Vinny, where'd you get that shirt?
Hey, stick him.
I don't know.
Okay.
Can I get one?
You can give.
Yo, people love Trump until I don't know, until he became president. His name was synonymous with wealth and business savvy and luxury. And then all of a sudden it's just, oh, he racist. If he was racist, why would you even mention his name in your music ever? Ever, ever?
It's bad when good niggas be like, man, fuck Biden. Can't even sell weed the same. Weed prices fucked up, man. I did a video. I don't know how many people seen it. Does the hood miss Trump? How many people seen that video? Y'all should go watch it tonight if you have not seen it. It's a real unedited video. I'm in the hood asking black people. Some of them are street pharmacists, if you know what I'm saying. Do they miss Trump? And these niggas miss Trump. So who the fuck is giving up this propaganda that the United States hates Trump? I mean, everybody loves Trump, man. That was the best during Twitter. Oh, go ahead. What'd you say, baby? No, you voted for Biden. You should. Your stimulus check should be revoked. Because I know you catch that motherfucker 2 times. I can just say, huh? This is boy David Lucas, man, and we live out here at South by Southwest. And I have these 2 lovely ladies with me, and I have my guy right here. What's your name? Mud, baby, man. Hey, he ice out, man. So I want to ask y'all, as a collective, man, how are gas prices affecting y'all?
You see I'm walking, right? I brought my Phillies out yesterday.
So y'all think Joe Biden doing a good job or what?
Joe Biden? It got shit to do with that nigga, the last nigga, or none of them. These motherfuckers are gonna do what these motherfuckers are gonna do.
Yeah.
And this is the money plan. This is their money. This is the government's PPP right here.
Oh, that's how they get the PPP money back?
I'm not getting it back, but you know it's like a more sophisticated scam.
Yeah. I feel you.
You think Joe Biden working for gas? No, nigga.
So all of y'all voted Trump 2024, right?
Ain't nobody voting nothing. Hold on, let me find out.
The gas prices were better.
Let me find out.
The gas prices were better with Trump,
Let
right?
me find out. It had nothing to do with him as an individual.
They were better. He had.
Please don't tell me you're uneducated.
I'm very educated. I'm a comedian. There we go, man. They said, well, she didn't say Trump 2024, but they said bring back $3 gas prices.
He's $3 gas price, everything.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Wait. If you really give a fuck about the world, you can grab that plastic bag out the tree.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that so long, okay?
That's the boss lady.
boss lady.
That love is
So
present.
you consider yourself an entrepreneur?
Oh, absolutely.
So how do you feel about the current administration?
I'm just in my own community. The love is present.
The love is present community.
We're creating a metaverse of our own.
So how much love do you put in your gas tank?
Everything I have.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's why I put this down.
I need her because I want to fill my gas tank up with love.
Yes. 180 pounds down, too.
Shit. 180 pounds down. What diet is that? Keto?
No, just like detoxing at night. You just got to drink.
The estimated call time is 96 minutes.
Sorry, are you still there?
That's it. No treadmill?
No treadmill, none of that stuff.
They got this new diet that's going around in LA. It's pretty popular. It's called cocaine.
Oh no, I don't do none of that.
She promotes love.
Yeah.
So can I stand this? I get money.
That's yours.
Do I get to have money?
You can give me money because we're non-profit.
But I'm trying to profit.
But you can profit, but I'm the non. So you gotta give to me so I can give to you.
I suppose so.
I can give you love on your journey. There's somebody that needs to love you. Because you make us happy, and you might give us funniness, and you might give us somebody that loves you.
So with all that love, how do you feel about the Russian invasion of Ukraine?
I think that's very disrespectful.
Why?
Because why would somebody want to take something from somebody else that's not theirs? That's the same thing
It can be debated.
That's the same thing what happened to us.
But Putin feels like he's right. Who are we to say he's wrong?
I'm going to say, stand for what you believe in and be the change that you want to see.
There we go. I remember a man who once asked for change. And I think they called him Barack Obama. Are you asking for that same change?
No, I'm on one love. One love. One journey.
One love.
One love. Love is present. That's it. I'm not saying I'm not promoting no Barack Obama. I'm saying it's disrespectful to take something from somebody else. And that's what they did to Africa. And that was disrespectful. So we gave them that back, and it's disrespectful.
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 Yes.
How you do people like that?
How you doing like that?
I don't know, but I'm gonna have love.
I'm trying to take some shit from you.
I'm gonna take some shit from you.
Yeah, I'm
People owe me some shit.
There we go.
And I gotta go get mine.
Yes.
They owe me a lot of shit.
Hallelujah. And there we have it.
Love is present. Let's love each other, y'all, okay? It's real live out here on these streets.
Yes.
But you gotta love.
Gotta love.
All right. Oh, no. Y'all be crazy.
We're not crazy. I'm just asking about gas prices. We're here with my girl Molly. I'm here recognize her from Kill Tony. How do you feel about current gas prices?
Oh, I'm rich. I don't care about those.
Hey, this shit. I wish I was like the real
Oh,
rapper.
it's the tits. You have tits too. You'd be fine.
How much you think I can get for these?
I think you just have to work on your entrepreneurial skills, maybe, right? Like, you just have to find your niche. Like, that's what I've done. I don't worry about gas prices.
Do you feel like the current president's doing a good job?
No. But I also don't care. Maybe he'll die soon. He's kind of old.
So were you a fan of Trump? You think we should bring Trump back?
We should bring him back on social media.
Yes, absolutely. Bring Trump back on Twitter. Yeah. So no Trump 2024?
Maybe they'll let him back on Twitter. If that's the case, then sure. Yeah, right.
Do you know American history?
Barely. I barely went to school.
Do you know who the first president is?
George Washington.
Do you know who the 16th president is?
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, we got a smart one here, guys.
And I barely went.
Yes.
I know.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey, man, what's your name? Danny. I'll ask both of y'all. So I'm here with Danny, and what's your name? Jen. We're here with Danny and Jen. David. Yes. Yeah, he knows me. And I want to know, how do y'all feel about current gas prices?
Current gas prices? Why?
Yes.
Like I'm walking everywhere. I can't be driving around nowhere.
He can't even afford to put $10 in his tank.
You're going down. I'm optimistic. You're going down. I'm optimistic.
So you feel like the current president is doing a good job?
The current president, I'm not quite sure what he's doing about any of that.
Yeah.
But,
He doesn't know where he's at half the time.
I'm not concerned yet.
He just called Kamala Harris the first lady.
He did not. I'm sorry.
In a speech. So do y'all feel like we need to bring Trump back?
No.
Why not?
Hell no. Mr. Trump is not qualified to be president.
Yes, he is. He was the best.
Oh my gosh, I respectfully disagree.
I like $3 gas.
Okay, but I don't think Trump brought you $3
I live in LA.
Trump doesn't give a shit about any of us.
He gave a fuck about domestic imports and exports.
Oh, he said he gave
And local business people. I'm an entrepreneur. I made more under Trump than anybody else.
I don't think Trump can take credit for anything.
I'm losing money with Biden.
Well, you're there's cause and effect, and then there's just correlation.
Who vote for it in 2020?
2020, I voted for Biden. Who else could I have voted for, given my mindset?
When Biden picked Kamala Harris as a running mate, I knew it was a joke.
You thought it was a joke.
Because prior to that, remember, Kamala Harris called Joe Biden a racist.
He's a very flexible dude. I mean,
It's a guy who's on camera.
yeah, but look at
Referring to
him.
black people as animals.
Across the aisle. He's going to reach way across the aisle.
Not to mention Kamala's crime bill.
You know what?
Since when
That's just one thing.
Since when do we take words over actual actions? Trump had words.
I'm a mom, and I think of everyone as my kid, and I just want to give them the space to grow. So I guess that's a mom perspective.
Yeah.
And a mom does not want Trump anywhere near her daughters or her
Neither
transgender child. That transgender child. Don't want Trump or any of his people near that. Your personal hiding from all of you. You know.
What's that about Trump? I like what he said about the Mexicans.
What did he say about
Hey,
Mexicans?
I'll listen to y'all. This has been grand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What did Trump say about
He
Mexicans?
posted a picture. He said it's Taco Tuesday. Like,
I love it.
hell no. He started
Trump
talking
gangster.
shit.
He made y'all pay for the wall. Y'all look like y'all doing well under this current administration. How do y'all feel about current gas prices?
I don't give a fuck how well I'm doing. I like to save money, man.
Exactly. So do y'all feel like the current president's doing a good job?
You know, too much politics. If I'm spending more money, probably not.
Yeah. Was it better under Trump?
A lot of money doing Trump.
That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody got money over there. That's all money don't care about. That's all most of us care about, man. Thank you.
No war either.
Wasn't no war. They were scared of Trump. Hey, thank you. We got everybody out here, man. We got Buddha Man, in case y'all didn't know MC Buddha.
Hell yeah, what's up? It's MC Buddha. You might know Miss Buddha, man. We're the real scout on this side, man.
There we go. And how do you feel about current gas prices?
Current gas prices, I'm paying way too fucking much. I'd rather walk.
What kind of car do you drive?
Toyota 4Runner, shit's beast.
Yeah, you got a V6. You got
It's V6.
not too bad, but yeah.
No, not too bad, but I pay 40 for 10, and that's way too much, man.
Damn. Do you feel like the current administration is doing a good job?
Fuck no.
So you want to bring Trump back?
For the business, you know, I understand people don't like how he speaks, you know, but he just
Since when do we care about words over actions?
freedom of speech, right?
Freedom of speech. Bring Trump back on Twitter.
Hell yeah, I'm fuck with it.
Exactly, man. Trump 2024, right?
Trump 2024.
Bring back $3 gas prices, baby. So,
Hold up, I was paying $197 before the fucking change. Yeah.
So MC Buddha, are you like enlightened with all love and everything?
That's trying to be, man. We all have our bad days,
Right.
but I try to move with positive vibes and attention all the time.
I'm taking all the money out. You about to hump right now.
Big Bando.
Big Bando. We know what that stands for, guys.
We already know.
We know what that stands for. Hey, show them that stack you got. Look at this nigga.
Listen.
Why this nigga got money like this during the Biden administration? Why the fuck you got money like that during the Biden administration? What about too much, man?
We doing something like this. This for South by.
Nigga, let me get the light here, man.
Welcome to South by.
I'm doing bad, man.
Dude, I fucked up.
This man is thriving during the Biden administration.
I fucked up.
What's your pockets look like during Trump administration? That's what I want to know.
Listen, vote, listen. Make America great.
Make America great again, goddammit.
You heard what the man said. Listen, you put the money up.
And we got Bando in the
Trump put
building.
the money where his mouth was.
Yeah, he did. Black people know this, man.
Yes, sir. You put them checks out. They put them checks out.
Hey, man, we got Bando out here in the Southwest flexing on everybody. All right, man, thank you, dog. Where can people find your stuff?
I'm really just a real trapper. I ain't got no Instagram, nothing. Find me on the street. I'm on 6th Street, ambassador to Block.
What's your rap name?
Yeah, I'm not no rapper, man. I got no trapper.
Oh, trapper. We got a trapper in the building, man. We got a trapper in the building. Trap guy. Trap guy in a ski mask. How do you feel about current gas prices?
Man, I drive a truck, man. I'm mad.
Like an 18-wheeler?
Nah. I got 18 with a goddamn Chevy truck.
Ooh. How much you take to fill it up?
Shit, it got a good goddamn 60, 70.
That's not bad.
Hey, but shit, hey.
West Texas, yeah, I live in LA. Yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, hey.
So do you feel like the current administration is doing a good job? Hell no. He said hell no. Joe Biden ain't shit, is it?
Hell no.
Bring Trump back, right?
Hey, man, that's the best thing they need to do, man.
Yeah.
That's the best thing they need to do.
Niggas for Trump out here. Niggas for Trump. We got niggas for
Get
Trump.
Trump back out here, man.
Bring back gas prices.
I won't complain, man. Send me my shit, man.
Exactly. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Domo, bro.
Domo?
Yeah, Domo.
Like niggas from iFuture?
Nah, like Domo this. What's real nigga?
Oh, Domo. Yeah, we got Domo out here on 6th Street. We want to know, how do you feel about current gas prices?
Oh, it's high as hell. But I got the hoopty though, so it's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I got the hoopty slide, that hoe is got.
Yeah.
And the sword car, hey, that hoe is expensive as hell.
So do you feel like the current administration is doing a good job?
Hell no!
You miss Trump?
I love you, dude, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Hey, I was getting money with Trump was.
Everybody was.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got shit from Biden yet. That's it, crazy.
Broken promises, right?
Exactly.
He said if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Hey, shit.
That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what Biden said. If you don't vote for him, you ain't black.
So, and if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Hey, you're a funny man.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, that was funny as fuck, man. Good shit, bro.
Doing this interview, y'all.
Hey, man, I was sorry.
Y'all can do this interview?
Hey, man, dude, I remember one time I was up in there, you were doing the secret show, and I was heckling, I was being an asshole, and you were like, bro, hey, you better hop down, you better slide down that motherfucking speaker pole, and then come down here and fucking talk to me.
You really all made $200 to jump off that balcony. And everyone cheered. You're like, all right, $250.
But I got a question. How do y'all feel about current gas prices?
I feel like Joe Biden's a fucking asshole, dude. I'm asking an asshole.
So do y'all miss Trump?
I heard him say earlier, Trump 2024. That's what I heard. I heard him say it, not me. I heard him say Trump 2024, not me.
I'm not okay with gas prices, but I also did just buy a Ford Bronco, so you know, it's just, you know, you can like ride a scooter. I got a Ruckus, man.
So you feel like the current administration is better than the one that was just in?
Man, I wouldn't say that.
They're both pretty dog shit, dude. They're both pretty dog shit.
I'd say it's all fucked. Man, I just bought my car, you know. This car that I bought freely, it doesn't have good gas mileage.
Fuck Biden, he voted for Trump, and he did too.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Get a job.
Dude, yeah, this man was up.
I didn't vote, bro.
How do you feel about the Russian invasion of Ukraine?
I guess, I mean, like, how do I describe this, man? Like, dude, we can't have no fly zone. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, this is a nuclear power, you know.
You send this man to Russia, will have it taken care of in 3 days.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, yo, the only way that I'm fucking fighting or I want any other American.
Research shows nostalgia can help you remember ads. So customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
It's fighting is if there's boots on the fucking American soil. If there's not boots on American soil, then that's the only way I'm trying to fuck anyone up.
You gotta protect home, right? You gotta protect home.
Oh yeah, I'm protecting home. This motherfucker would desert like a bitch.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I'm fucking gone, bro. No cap.
Fuck you, bro. Me and you we got rifles. We're fucking people off. As soon as they touch America, it's all. But besides that, I'm saying no. I mean,
So if you can give a message to Putin right now, give it to him.
Hey, Putin, yo, it's all good. Just don't fuck with America. We're on 6th Street in Austin, Texas.
You suck dicks for a living, bro.
Austin, Texas. I don't care.
Yeah, if I was Putin's mother.
I know Kyiv was the capital of the Soviet Union for a little bit. That shows shit. It's all good, but just don't fuck with America. All right.
You hear?
Hey, Dave, you can see that.
Do y'all know American history?
Yeah, I feel like I do.
I'm American history right now.
What's the first president?
Who was
Who was the 16th president?
I don't fucking know that.
Abraham Lincoln.
There we go. What did he do? What was he responsible for?
He emancipated the slaves. I'm from Mississippi, man. I know all about this shit.
You know all about slaves. His family still got a couple.
Hey, fuck that shit, man. That ain't true. Hey, bro, no. I want to say this to all the liberal ass fucking white people that don't understand fucking being around black people. Bro, I'm from Mississippi. I fucking grew up around black people. No, fuck you, dude. It's like, dude, people in Austin that are liberal ass fucks, dude, they don't understand what it's even like to be around black people, bro. I grew up around an 80% black high school, man. Like, that's not, like, I love black people, and it's just fucking, it's fucking ridiculous.
Hey, I have something to say. Most white people who say they love black people hate black people.
Hey, man, that ain't fucking true, man. That ain't fucking true. I'm just saying is that a lot of people, like, they're like, oh, you're from Mississippi, you know? Like, you must be racist. I'm like, no, dude, you just didn't grow up around black people at all. Like, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You grew up in college, you know? That's all you've ever been around.
Yes, I agree with you, buddy.
And that, like, that, no, I was...
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's a great
All right, man, we're out here on 6th Street with Fat Run. And Fat Run, I got a question for you. How you feel about current gas prices? Gas prices? Shit, I got a car. So do you feel like this current administration is doing a good job? Holy shit. God damn, y'all niggas, y'all got some rap shit going on right here. What the hell y'all got going on right here? The microphone fell out. Y'all see that? Sorry.
Hello.
I'm about to get up both y'all niggas up. What the hell you is?
Hey.
This is bad football.
Oh damn, it's that time. Yeah, I didn't even know it was this late already. Yeah, I decided I was gonna come up here for at least a little while. I really just talked for about 30 minutes. As soon as the stream came up, finally, a couple of the guys jumped in here and we just fucking chat for a minute. Well, I'm trying to get like a little bit done because all the laundry and everything is dry. Excuse me, but I didn't fold anything up last night. And then plus, like, I did Skyview this afternoon too, so I figured, I don't know, I'll just paint for a little while. No, cause it was it's too late to fucking request off. Yeah, I told Jennifer, if anything, I may leave a little bit early, but she already scheduled like a few people in on Friday. So, and I don't know what Carol was doing, so I'd be hating to leave them in there by themselves sometimes, but. That's on Friday or today? Oh. Yeah, like I said, I don't really think I'm gonna take the whole day off. I don't see why I need to. I ain't doing shit. Oh, I'm losing you. You're breaking up. Hello? 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 I can't hear you. I hear you. I hear you. You're breaking. You said something about tonight. It don't. It don't matter, baby. If you want to take that drive out here tonight, that's fine. I'll just leave the door unlocked. You said what? Ye- Yeah. Okay.
How do you feel about the current administration? Current administration? So Joe Biden now? Yeah. Nigga, fuck Joe Biden. I don't give a fuck about Joe Biden. That nigga shit. That nigga Joe Biden racist as a motherfucker. Do you feel like he's more racist than Trump? Yeah, low key. One time I almost got jumped at a Trump rally, right? Because I was brainwashed. But low key niggas might need to bring Trump back. I hate to say it, right? Low key, I kind of hate to say it. I think high key. We was getting chilly. Somebody was getting chilly. Somebody was getting chilly out here when Trump was in here. So low key Trump. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might have said fuck you a couple times. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, look, put back on me. Look, I was emotional, bro. I'm being honest with you. I was emotional. But now looking back, I see what you did, bro.
Nobody in Washington that sits back and said, you're not going to raise that price. You understand me?
Hey, what's up? This your boy David Lucas, and I'm down here in Miami, and I'm gonna be on South Beach doing a street talk. Do y'all think Joe Biden is doing a good job, or do y'all miss Trump?
Hell no, I don't miss neither one of them motherfuckers. Okay, shit. So, I just want to say this. They all for themselves, and I know this is finna get out in the world, but I just want to say this. I feel like when Trump was president, I had a few more dollars in my pocket.
Everybody did.
Now that Biden, I feel like when Trump was in office, I had a few more dollars, baby. I ain't gonna hold kind of like the world balls. I'm gonna go with it. I don't trust nobody. At the end of the day, I just praise God that I can pay for whatever it is, whether whoever is in office. Biden, I feel like you want to keep poor people poor. You want to keep the poor. He want to say the black vote and all this shit. He's all business. Trump, listen, they can say what they want about Trump. I don't agree with a lot of shit about Trump, but he know how to get that paper.
He know how to get the bread, and I feel like that's like emotion to the side.
Put the shit to the side.
At the end of the day, how does America run? We cannot pay rent on love.
Absolutely. Love ain't never gonna be enough. Love ain't never gonna be enough. Come up with a budget to give Ukraine for what they got going on, but you got people over here in the United States that's going through a whole bunch of shit that you ain't even trying to help them with, but you can help a whole nother country for billions of dollars. That's not okay.
That's not okay.
That's not okay. That is not okay. But then you hindering people with student loans and things like that so that they can't get the quote, what American dream or whatever it's supposed to be. I'm not okay.
At one point, gas was $7. And I drive a sports car. So it was like $130 to fill my car up. Do you miss Trump, or do you think that Joe Biden is doing a great job?
Honestly, miss Trump.
Trump, that's the real question. That's the real. Everybody misses Trump, dog. We are feeling it in our pockets. You want to talk about economics? You want to talk about the morale of the country? Everybody. Overseas is out of control because Trump is not here right now, and these people in South Beach agree with me. It might not really affect y'all too much in Canada, but you see it on the news. Do you think that the United States misses Donald Trump, or do you think Joe Biden is doing a good job?
I think Joe Biden is doing a better job.
Really?
Yeah, because he's more diplomatic with his talk, and Donald Trump wants to have war with other countries instead of Joe Biden who creates bounds between those
really good move.
Instead, I think Joe Biden, I like the way he treated the thing with Russia. So I didn't like the way Trump was friendly with Putin because I never liked him, and I really like how he treated that and how he helped Ukraine.
I mean, I think that during Trump's 4 years, he kind of flexed his muscle, which the United States does a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we were founded on being like barbaric. That's how the country was taken back. So I feel like as far as him flexing and not being scared to use the military, it kept a lot of conflicts at bay. I think, people said that, Joe Biden is so soft and more peaceful, and I feel like in the world, people take advantage of that. Think about all the nice people that get taken advantage of.
Would you think there would be war if it was still Trump?
No. I think people are terrified of him. I think they're like, you don't mess with a bully.
That's a good point.
Terror just brings terror. Peace brings peace. So I think Donald Trump doesn't have the right approach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you want to have peace, means prepare for war. That's just the way it is. But I think there's like a middle ground between both.
Yeah, I feel that. I didn't argue too much with them because I didn't know what the hell they were saying. But damn, bro, it was like watching that. It was like watching Peppa the Pig. Do y'all miss Trump, or do y'all feel like Joe Biden is doing a good job?
Well, I don't miss Trump, but I think Biden got to go, man. Yeah, he's got to go.
Why don't you miss Trump?
Trump was good president. I ain't saying he wasn't. They didn't give him the opportunity to be a good president because they was always attacking him. But I think he did a good job.
I miss those stimuluses.
They didn't give him a break, man. They were after him since the beginning. So,
I don't.
They didn't give him the opportunity to be,
they didn't give him
the best president. But he was a good president.
He had to constantly be on the defense.
Yes.
So it's like he didn't have an opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's like when you constantly have to be on the defense, you're going to be looked at as an asshole.
Yeah. Most of his time was fighting battles.
Yeah. He had it from both sides.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Trump had it from the Republican side and the Democratic side.
Both sides. Yeah. He just didn't want him in there. That's all.
Yeah.
He cleaned the house. So that's what I gotta say.
Do y'all think Joe Biden is doing a good job, or do you miss Donald Trump?
I picked the wrong president. I would definitely agree. I want Donald Trump back.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely, man. Joe Biden ain't did shit. You voted for him?
I did. I picked the wrong president.
Yeah. It's okay to admit that.
I'll admit fault. I will.
Yeah, I feel like this. As far as people that, were like anti-Trump when coming up to the 2020 election, I feel like it had a lot to do with media propaganda.
100%. If he would have stayed off of Twitter and off of social media, I promise he'd have been one of the most loved presidents.
Yeah, and then, the news had everybody so emotionally charged. So they're like, no! Everybody, it was like people didn't even go to see what Joe Biden was about or what he was doing. They were like, we gotta get Trump out. They started that whole movement, and then we got this kind of thing. Do you feel that Joe Biden is doing a good job, or do you miss Donald Trump?
I don't know.
How you don't know?
No, I don't know.
What you don't know?
Feels like an experiment, but
You don't miss Trump?
I don't know. Sorry.
Do you think Joe Biden is doing a great job, or do you miss Trump?
That's a loaded question, man.
I agree. I just agree to say that. That's a loaded question. The way he's wording it.
You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah, absolutely. And Trump
have more money.
Trump made the bags come through. I'm not even gonna lie. Trump dumped it on us.
Honestly,
that's what happened.
America is a business.
Yeah.
Money is really the only thing I care about.
That's all it is. So when it came to Trump, when it comes to Trump, he's a businessman. So I think that's what it was, man. I mean, for any entrepreneurs, any business people, I know they came up during his term. I already know, but we did.
Right. Came up, bro. I feel like as a business, Americans need money.
But I'm not a fan. Definitely not a fan of this. I'm gonna just sit here and say that.
I'm just a fan of the benefits.
I'm just a fan of the benefits, man.
I mean, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that. Do you think Joe Biden is doing a good job running the country, or do you miss Trump?
Okay, listen. I would lie if I said I miss any one of them, all right? And I said that. But I will say this. I I think we in a position in America where all this shit needs to be fixed. You feel me? But it's life. You know what I'm saying? It's good, it's bad, it's ugly. You gotta live with it, deal with it. You know, I don't know. I'm not really a big political guy, but
my boy say he's adaptable. It don't matter who president.
You gotta be adaptable.
He said no matter who president, he's gonna adapt to the situation at hand. Do you feel like you had more money or you made more money when Trump was president?
I was a college student, bro. I was a college student, so I was getting involved in that type of, you know what I'm saying, activity and learning more about it. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of playing the playground, looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't really feel it too much.
No, I ain't really feeling it.
Because broke in college is different. Like you broke, but with the camaraderie, like you gonna always eat.
That's fact. That's fact. And I did get that stimulus though, so I mean, you feel me? I don't know who would have
stimmy.
that one, but I got that stimulus.
Do you miss Trump or do you think Joe Biden's doing a great job?
Yeah. Hell no. Hell no. We ain't doing enough. Do enough, Joe.
Right. Do enough, Joe. Sleepy Joe, what are you doing? These girls in Memphis not messing with you right now. We're gonna mess around and bring Trump back 2024, dog.
Better know it. Yep. Do enough, Joe.
ClickUp. ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and anything related to your work.
There's been a lot of cool AI and tech innovation that's come out over the last several weeks, and I want to break down some of the coolest stuff that I've come across over the last few days, starting with this really cool video that Mr. Boofy made of me in this same office here. He used a tool called Warp Diffusion, which is still something that's beyond me, but I kind of want to learn how to use it. Once I figure out how to do this myself, I might make a tutorial on it, but it's a little bit more complex than most of the tutorials I've made to date. But I just thought this was a really, really amazing video, so I wanted to share it at the beginning of this video. Shout out to Mr. Boofy for creating this. Everybody should go follow him on Twitter. He creates all sorts of cool videos in this same style here. I'm going to start off with some cool research and stuff that's in the works, and then I'm going to wrap it up with some cool tools that you can use right now today. Starting with this research called Mind Video. Now in the past I've shown you research where they're scanning people's brains with MRIs while showing them images and then using a process to actually convert what the MRIs are seeing back into images, essentially allowing us to read people's minds and see the images that they're seeing. Well, now they're starting to be able to do that with video. You can read about this latest research over at mind-video.com, but basically what they're doing is they're putting people into an MRI machine. They're showing them videos while they're in the MRI machine using their brain encoding process and then decoding what the brain is seeing. Here's an example video. These are frames from the video of a cat here, and then what was reconstructed was this video from the brain. Now they say what this is doing is semantically reconstructing the video, meaning that it's getting the essence of what they're seeing. It's getting the idea, but it's not showing exactly what they're seeing. So here's some other examples. In this one, the video on the left was a video of some fish that they were showing them. The video on the right is what the brain scans produced, which you could tell is kind of an underwater fish sort of video. Here's another one where the one on the left shows a video of like a jellyfish, and on the right it's a fish. You can tell it's underwater in the ocean. It's sort of got the idea. Here's another one. They showed him a video of some horses. You can see on the right some horses. On the left a turtle. It translated more into like fish, but it's still the underwater animal scene. They showed him this video on the left of a man walking with his dog, I believe. What their brain decoded was this video here where it looks more like a couple walking with a dog, but kind of going in a different direction. Here's a video clip of a man and woman side by side, and the sort of semantic response was this, where it's a man talking to a woman. Here's another one with a scene of a car driving through a little toll booth and then a river, and then the result was sort of a mountain road. We got a little video of a bird here. What it saw was this bird, and then finally a video of a crowd walking, and on the right, a video of a crowd walking. Again, the past research was mostly doing image to image, where they were showing them images, scanning their brain, and then getting similar images back. Now they're starting to be capable of doing this with video. It's not perfect, it's still semantically correct, it's getting the sort of essence, the idea of the video that they're seeing, but it's still not perfect. But this is brand new research. This is very, very early, so exciting to see where this is going. Again, I don't really think we have to worry about, governments using this technology to read our minds or anything yet, because it still requires people being put inside of an MRI machine with their brains being scanned. And I don't believe that governments are anywhere close to being able to do this at a large scale on a lot of people. So I think our thoughts are still safe for right now. Now, here's an interesting piece of tech that I came across on Twitter from Bjorn Karaman. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but this is basically a camera with no lens. Here, take a peek. So he adjusts some dials on the camera. You can see he holds it up. He adjusts the meters that it's taking the picture of, and he snaps a photo, and it analyzes the scene, and then it essentially writes a prompt and then generates an image based on the prompt. So that's the original scene there, and that's the image that it took based on creating a prompt and then generating the image off the prompt. Now, while I think this technology is really interesting and cool to see, I'm not 100% sure I understand the practical use of it, especially if I could get on like Google Maps, find a location and get a similar result. And if I'm actually in a specific location and I have a camera with me, I'd probably want to take a picture of what I'm actually seeing. But let's be honest, it is a pretty interesting and original idea. I'd love to hear what people think might be some interesting use cases for technology like this. So earlier this week on Sunday, Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, gave his first keynote presentation in 4 years. And I'm going to break down more of that keynote presentation in Friday's news breakdown video. But one thing that he showed off that I thought was really cool was this video where a real human goes and interacts with somebody inside of a video game, and the person in the video game responds real time, and their response is generated by AI. It's not pre-written dialogue. So this video I do have shared on my Twitter if you want to watch the full thing here. Make sure you're following me over at Mr. eFlow. But let's take a peek at this video here.
Hey Jen, how are you?
Unfortunately, not so good.
How come?
I'm worried about the crime around here. It's gotten bad lately. My ramen shop got caught in the crossfire.
Can I help?
If you want to do something about this, I have heard rumors that the powerful crime lord Kuman Aoki is causing all sorts of chaos in the city. He may be the root of this violence.
I'll talk to him. Where can I find him?
I have heard he hangs out in the underground fight clubs on the city's east side. Try there.
Okay, I'll go.
Careful, Kai.
None of that conversation was scripted. We gave this Jin AI character a backstory. His story about his ramen shop and the story of this game. All you have to do is go up and talk to this character. And because this character has been infused with artificial intelligence and large language models, it can interact with you, understand your meaning in a really reasonable way.
So like Jensen said, that was all generated with AI. I would have loved to see them have a different conversation, because the conversation they had in that video looked like it could have been pre-scripted, right? He walked into somebody's ramen shop, asked how he was doing. The guy said, my ramen shop's been caught in the crossfire. Guy asked, well, who do you think did it? He gave him some information, and it felt like it could have been pre-written dialogue. It would have been really interesting for the end user to walk into the ramen shop and have a little bit more of an in-depth discussion before diving into what he needed to do next, because otherwise it's sort of not really too different from having pre-written dialogue. Now, one thing that's really cool is one of the creators of this technology, the founder of Convey, reached out to me, and we're going to have a chat, and he's going to give me a little bit deeper of a walkthrough of how this technology actually works. So expect a follow-up video where we dive even deeper on how this technology works and where it's headed. Now, this idea of being able to have conversations with NPCs in video games and have the conversation be generated by AI isn't super new. In fact, fact, my buddy Matt Vid Pro here did a video about it 2 months ago where he streamed playing an AI game. The big difference is the timing. It's the latency, right? When we just watched that NVIDIA demo, the person asked a question and the response came nearly immediately. Watch how the existing games that are on the market that do this kind of thing work right now. Just pay attention to the pause in there.
Listen, what's your name? Can I call you sweetheart if you don't mind? Do you have a family? Do you have kids? And most importantly, do you play Among Us?
I appreciate your attempts at small talk, but let's keep our focus on this investigation. My name is Sergeant Shannon, and as for your questions, I am not comfortable sharing personal information with you in this for Among Us. I'm afraid I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
What are you doing this weekend? I gotta ask.
Detective, as much as I'd love to chat about weekend plans, we have more pressing matters at hand. Let's stick to discussing relevant details about this case and work together to ensure public safety.
So you can see there's quite a bit of delay between Matt asking the question and the response. This video is actually hilarious. Matt asks a lot of really funny questions, so I'll make sure it's linked up below in the comments so you can watch his full live stream and skip around. Some of the stuff he tries to get the AI to say is pretty hilarious, but I won't spoil it. You should check out his video. Continuing on with the theme of gaming, this is brand new research called Voyager that's actually training the computer to play Minecraft. It could do things like mine amethyst, gather cactus, build a base, fight endermen, build a house, mine gold, build nether portal, hunt pigs, swim, and basically do all of the tasks that somebody might need to do in Minecraft. Now, they obviously don't know that rule number 1 of Minecraft is that you never dig straight down.
Never dig straight down.
But this is a learning computer. Now, the idea of a bot that learns to play Minecraft on the surface may not sound that impressive, but the technology and what they built underneath is actually quite cool. So basically what this model is trying to do is it's trying to become the best Minecraft player in the world. And the way it's doing that is it's by going and learning how to do different skills, and once it figures out how to do a skill, it saves that skill into its own internal memory so that it can remember how to do that again later, and then moves on to learning another skill, and then it saves that skill as code inside of its internal memory, and it repeats this process and repeats this process until it gets better and better and better at Minecraft. So it's a learning bot that's essentially teaching itself to get better at Minecraft. Once it gets good at one skill, saves that skill inside of its code memory, and then continues to stack skills on top of it. While the use case that they're demonstrating this with is Minecraft, the underlying technology of this is really, really powerful when you think about it. It's a self-learning bot that will learn a new skill, save that skill to memory, move on, learn the next skill, and continue to stack skills on top of itself until it's the best at the final larger skill that it's trying to accomplish. So here's why they specifically chose Minecraft. Unlike most other games studied in AI, Minecraft does not impose a predefined end goal or fixed storyline, but rather provides a unique playground with endless possibilities. You're not trying to necessarily beat the game, you're just trying to get better and better and better and explore and build and just figure out new tasks to do in the game. An effective lifelong learning agent should have similar capabilities as human players. So it will propose suitable tasks based on its current skill level and world state, learn to harvest sand and cactus before iron. If it finds itself in a desert rather than a forest, it will then refine skills based on environment feedback and commit mastered skills to memory or feature reuse in similar situations. For example, fighting zombies is similar to fighting spiders, and continually explore the world and seek out new tasks in a self-driven manner. And it's sort of this perpetuating cycle that will continue to loop. Seek out new tasks, learn how to do those tasks, commit them to memory, continue to seek out new tasks, learn how to do those, commit them to memory, repeat the process until it becomes the best Minecraft player in the world. When you really understand what they're trying to accomplish and you understand that it's not just about Minecraft, you can see how this can be powerful in other areas. It's essentially an autonomous agent, but created for use in a Minecraft world. And to top it all off, they've actually open sourced the code and put it on GitHub so you can install it on your own computer and train your own Minecraft agent to get better and better if you'd like. So here's something else that's in the works that was sent to me by the people over at NVIDIA to check out. Now, we've seen a lot of text to video already where it will generate short clips where they're, maybe 3-5 seconds, all the way up to 15 seconds with stuff like Gen 1, but even that requires a video input. Well, what NVIDIA is doing is creating longer form text to video, where you can type in a prompt where you expect a longer video. And they did send over this demo video, so let's take a peek at it. A cinematic video about a monk with superpowers. It's generating music, generating sound effects, and this is the video it generated. I'm not playing the music because I don't actually know the licensing on it, but you can see there's this video of a monk, another monk meditating. Now, I don't believe this is AI-generated video. I think maybe what it's doing is it's creating the narrative for the video and then finding stock video to go along with it. So I don't believe what's actually being generated is AI-generated. It's just being AI-sourced video, so to speak. But the people at InVideo, I am going to have a conversation with them soon, and they're going to clarify this for me, and we'll be demoing this more. But we're getting to a point now where you can enter a prompt for a full, longer video, and it will write the script, find the music, generate sound effects, pull in all the video clips that you need, and generate that video. Now, it'll get really exciting when it starts actually generating that video purely with AI, but right now, it's still pretty damn cool that it's going to be able to generate it using stock footage that it finds from around the internet to go along with the narrative that's on the screen. So I'm excited to see this either way. All right, now I'm going to move into some of the stuff that you can actually play with right now if you want to, starting with this cool video that I came across for a tool called Écoute, which I believe is the French word for listen. It's a tool for online interviews. If somebody's interviewing you for a job, it will actually listen to the questions that they're asking during that job interview and then feed you the best response that you can give for that interview question. Now, this isn't a real interview here. This is sort of a demo interview, but check this out.
What about your development areas? What do you have identified as your greatest and biggest improvement areas?
You can see over on the right, you can see what the speaker is asking. Even to the right of that, you can see the recommended response to the question.
And what have you done to improve them so far?
I would say my greatest development area is my communication skills. I work on improving my ability to clearly convey my thoughts and ideas to others. I've been working on improving by practicing my active listening.
And so you can see that as the interviewer asks the questions, it listens to the interviewer and then gives you the best response to that interview question, which is kind of funny because doesn't that sort of put everybody on a level playing field when it comes to doing an online job interview? As this sort of technology gets more prolific, I really doubt companies are going to be able to do interviews in this fashion because pretty much anybody can be eloquent and well thought out with their responses to interview questions. Again, this is open source. You can actually install it if you're on Windows. It says it's only been tested on Windows so far. Doesn't mean you can't use it on a Mac. They just haven't tested it on a Mac yet. And all you got to do is follow these instructions to get it set up. I'll make sure this GitHub is linked below the video in the description. So if you want to check this out and play around with this tool yourself, it will be linked up below. All right, so this is one where they reached out to me and sent me this demo, and I was blown away by it. So we've seen tools like DID, right, where you can upload an audio file and then upload a picture, and it'll make that picture sort of talk like the audio file. I've done a handful of videos demonstrating it and have all sorts of use cases for it. Imagine that, but instead of starting with a picture, you're starting with a video. So for example, here's a video from Harry Potter of Voldemort walking forward and then looking into the camera, and then let's say I want this Borat voice on the video.
He is my neighbor. Nur Sultan to the Akbai.
I can click generate lip sync. It's going to process this. It's fairly quick to process.
He is my neighbor. Nur Sultan to the Akbai. He is paining my assholes. I get a window from a glass. He must get a window from a glass. I get a step. He must get a step. I get a clock radio he cannot afford. Great success.
So you can see whoever's on the screen in that moment, it actually moves their lip and lip syncs it to the audio that you uploaded. And you can upload your own videos and you can upload your own audio file and do it with any clip. So for example, let's go to 11 Labs real quick. I'm going to use my clone voice here. And I'm going to say, my name is Matt Wolf, and I'm reporting for duty, sir. Let's generate that. My name is Matt Wolf, and I'm reporting for duty, sir. Let's go ahead and download this clip that we just made. I've got this clip from Forrest Gump. Let's add our own audio. I'll click Upload Audio and grab this 11 Labs audio I just made, and let's generate lip sync. My name is Matt Wolf, and I'm reporting for duty, sir. And now I just made my voice over Forrest Gump, and his lips moved to what I just said. My My name is Matt Wolf, and I'm reporting for duty, sir. My name is Matt Wolf, and I'm reporting for duty, sir. My name is Matt Wolf, and I'm reporting for duty, sir. So DID is great for animating still images, but this Lalamove tool, this is what we're going to start using to lip sync over existing videos. So my prediction, if you're on Twitter over the next several months, you're probably going to see a lot of these types of videos circulating pretty soon. All right, finally, I want to wrap up with talking about Adobe Photoshop's generative fill just one more time. I know I've talked about it in a couple different videos before. I made a full video about it the other day, showing off some of my own experiments with it, plus some stuff other people did, and some amazing commenters on this post shared some tips to actually use generative fill even better. For instance, don't use the magic wand to select the generative fill area because you want a bit of an overlap with the original image. I think when you use generative fill, you have to make a selection where it's slightly overlapping the original pic. So that same comment was shared by a handful of people, so I just wanted to touch back into Adobe Photoshop's generative fill one last time and try a couple more quick tips that I've seen with generative fill. So if you remember, I was playing around with this image the other day, and I tried to add some legs to him, but instead I put a countertop. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to go to my crop tool, and I'm going to go ahead and extend this down quite a bit here. Now I've got a whole bunch of extra area below his body. Let me zoom out a little bit more just so we can see the whole thing on screen. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the selection tool this time, select this whole area, but then make sure it overlaps a little bit with what's above it. And now let's try the generative fill. And would you look at that? It actually gave him crazy monster hands, but it did give him legs. So let's see some of the other options it gave. There's that one, looks much better with a closed fist for sure. And then there's that one. So pretty dang impressive. Now, another cool trick that I've seen was taking two different images and then using generative fill to fill in the gap for those images. So let's go ahead and create a new image here, and I'm going to pull in two separate images. I'm going to pull in this image that's supposed to be me, like as a wizard. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Let's put it down. Actually, no, let's put it right here. And then I'll pull in this image over here that's got these two wolves in it. They look like they could be sort of similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these two images together so that it's using both of them for context. Let's merge the layers. Now it's just one layer here. I'm going to use my magic wand tool to select the background, but then I'm going to bring it in a little bit so that it overlaps with the images a tiny bit. So if I go to select and then modify and then expand, let's expand it by 10 pixels, and you can see now it overlaps into the images a little bit. And let's just go ahead and do generative fill and see if it figures out how to connect these two images together. So there's one. You can definitely see a hard seam down here where the two images kind of split, but it gave me more body. It kind of tried to combine the trees. Let's see another alternative. This one's not too bad either. Less of a seam, it kind of blurred the lines there. And then this one's pretty good as well. The color palettes are slightly different, so you could tell that it started as two different images. This is a little bit more hazy in the background. That to me is really, really cool. This image was generated in Stable Diffusion. This image, I believe, was made in Midjourney. I pulled both those images in, used generative fill, and it kind of made them all look like one image now. That's pretty mind-blowing to me. One last little fun thing I've seen people doing as a meme on Twitter that I want to try myself is to expand an album cover. So let's go ahead and create another new image here. I grabbed this iconic album cover from, my high school, college years. So let's go ahead and add that in there. I'm going to use the magic wand tool again to select, and then I'm going to modify the selection, and I'm going to expand it a little bit, 25 pixels, so that it's seeing a little bit more of what's going on in the image here. And then I'm going to use generative fill to have it generate what it thinks is the rest of the album cover. There's one iteration of it. Here's another, and here's another one. Can't really tell what's going on in really any of them. Let's go ahead and generate again and see if it comes up with something even funnier. Here's one where she's in the water. I don't know what's going on with that one. I don't know what's going on behind it, but it looks cool nonetheless. Wanted to make that little update to Photoshop Generative Fill, try some of the stuff that you guys were suggesting in the comments, try this meme generation that I've been seeing on Twitter, and have a little bit more fun with it, because generative fill is really impressive, and I think in my last video where I talked about it, I kind of undersold it a little bit. It is really fun and really cool. And that's all I got for you today. I have a couple requests of you. If you enjoyed this video, follow me over on Twitter. I am Mr. eFlow on Twitter. I share AI news almost as it happens. I share some of the coolest AI tools that I come across as I come across them. I make a lot of extra videos that are only available on Twitter that I don't share on YouTube. I like to make super edits of longer videos where I take 2-3 hour long videos and edit them down into like 10, 12, 15 minute videos that are just the TLDR of the video. I share all sorts of cool stuff on Twitter that doesn't make it to my YouTube channel. So if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me over at Mr. Evlo. And as always, if you like nerding out about all of this AI stuff and you want to find all the latest, greatest tools, you want to keep in touch with all the latest AI news, in addition to my Twitter, I also keep this Future Tools website up to date on a daily basis. If you just want a once a week breakdown of what's going on in the world of AI, join the free newsletter, and every Friday I'll send you the TLDR with just my 5 favorite tools, a handful of news articles, a handful of YouTube videos, and one cool way to make money with AI. All you gotta do is go to futuretools.io and click join the free newsletter, and I'll start hooking you up this Friday. And final thing, the last call to action. I know if you're in the marketing world, this is way too many things to ask of a viewer, but maybe give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for nerding out with me. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
There's nothing more powerful than you, making your thing happen, really going for it, doing business on your terms, giving it your all, making a difference, and loving what you do. Every single day, feeling fearless, fulfilled, free. When there's nothing holding you back, what would your thing be?
Who I mentioned a little while back, can make an elephant one molecule at a time. Ribosomes are slow. They run at about 1 molecule a second, but ribosomes make ribosomes. So you have trillions of them, and that makes an elephant. In the same way, these little assembly robots I'm describing can make giant structures at heart because the robot can make the robot. So more recently, two of my students, Amira and Miana, had a Nature Communication paper showing how this robot can be made out of the parts it's making, so the robots can make the robots, so you build up the capacity of robotic assembly.
The following is a conversation with Neil Gershenfeld, the director of MIT's Center for Bits and Atoms, an amazing laboratory that is breaking down boundaries between the digital and physical worlds, fabricating objects and machines at all scales of reality, including robots and automata that can build copies of themselves and self-assemble into complex structures. His work inspires millions across the world as part of the Maker movement to build cool stuff, to create, the very act that makes life so beautiful and fun. This is the Lex Friedman Podcast. To support it, please check out our sponsors in the description. And now, dear friends, here's Neil Gershenfeld. You have spent your life working at the boundary between bits and atoms, so the digital and the physical. What have you learned about engineering and about nature reality from working at this divide, trying to bridge this divide?
I learned why von Neumann and Turing made fundamental mistakes. I learned the secret of life.
Yeah.
I learned how to solve many of the world's most important problems, which all sound presumptuous, but all of those are things I learned at that boundary.
Okay, so Turing and von Neumann, let's start there. Some of the most impactful, important humans who have ever lived in computing. Why were they wrong?
So I worked with Andy Gleason, who is Turing's counterpart. So just for background, if anybody doesn't know, Turing is credited with the modern architecture of computing, among many other things. Andy Gleason was his U.S. counterpart. And
what up?
You might not have heard of Andy Gleason, but you might have heard of the Hilbert problems. And Andy Gleason solved the fifth one, though he was a really notable mathematician. During the war, he was Turing's counterpart. Then von Neumann is credited with the modern architecture of computing, and one of his students was Marvin Minsky. So I could ask Marvin what Johnny was thinking, and I could ask Andy what Alan was thinking. And what came out from that, what I came to appreciate as background, I never understood the difference between computer science and physical science. But Turing's machine, that's the foundation of modern computing, has a simple physics mistake, which is the head is distinct from the tape. So in the Turing machine, there's a head that programmatically moves and reads and writes a tape. The head is distinct from the tape, which means persistence of information is separate from interaction with information. Then von Neumann wrote deeply and beautifully about many things, but not computing. He wrote a horrible memo called the First Draft of a Report on the EDVAC, which is how you program a very early computer. In it, he essentially roughly took Turing's architecture and built it into a machine. So the legacy of that is
so out of here,
the computer somebody's using to what?
It was good though. You ain't know that? Motherfucking black soldiers came up with that shit, yo. Just motherfucking bodies just been dumped in mass graves and shit, man. They had to, yo, niggas know they fought for this country too, yo. Alright. Yeah, Memorial Day is a black holiday. Yeah, I'm about to melt with this bitch though. I gotta get my ass from up there. Yo, I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. Appreciate y'all chilling the stream with me, yo. Peace. I know the stream back live now. I might stream some video. Bro, I'm right here shining like a bitch, bro. I might stream some video games in a minute and get beat up on in Call of Duty.